They're really far away, so I can't.
Can you tune in? Let me hear it for the echo. I just went on. I'm sorry, Dave. These criminals tried to ask her to help out, and then she yelled at me that we weren't online. I was like, we just went live, I promise. Hello, everybody, if you are there.
We're starting off with a domestic, just so that you guys have your standards nice and high for us.
Already a domestic. Oh, I have to log out. I'm not even logged in. Oh, man. What do we got? 3 minutes? I got to log into everything? Oh, my God. Log in. He said, they said.
I said.
Oh, good. No echo.
Okay, cool.
Light lady said they were yelling, not because they had an attitude, but because I wanted to make sure they could hear me. They wanted to make sure I could hear them. Okay, I gotta go. Hold on, guys. You know I've got to go to the video producer, and then you know you gotta go to Stream Manager, and you know I've got to edit that stream info because we are going to be doing musical and performing arts tonight. And we got to add LGBTQ as a search tag. I don't want that tag. How do I get rid of that tag?
Yay!
Hi, everyone who's here.
Hello, everybody. Gonna get started soon-ish.
We're going to get started soon-ish.
Soon-ish.
Improv is a tag. Yay. Done. August 1. Long-form improv show. That is good. Ooh, we got a couple of new followers since last time we went live. How cool is that? We are so cool.
I'm so excited.
We got to go to Streamlabs now. Uh-oh, internal server error.
Sounds like a problem. Thank goodness it's not mine.
I think I typed it in wrong.
Mm.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Reba the Jeter.
Hello, everybody. Gonna get started soon.
Gonna always start at 8:01.
8:01.
Start at 8:01, and we know it's 8:01 because of Reba Jeter.
Jeter, Reba Jeter.
Do 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 do. Gonna get started soon because it's Reba Jeter. Gotta go and share the things. Let's make sure we go and share all the things.
Ooh, Reba Jeter, can you be my favorite mother-in-law too? Like, I don't have one, so I figured it's just like a sign-up process.
Mm-hmm. Definitely can.
I certainly don't have one.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Uh-oh, I'm going to share it. I'm going to share it. I'm going to share it on the Facebook. Dawn, did you share it on your Facebook?
I did share it on my Facebook.
Oh, you're so smart.
Yay! I now have a mother-in-law.
Ooh.
I'm so excited. Wait, I forgot to ask if there's like a vetting process or an application I have to go through, or if there's like an audition of some kind.
Yes.
Cupcakes, like how does one... She did say yes, but I don't know if it's like, yes, you can apply, or if it's like, yes, you can be or have a mother-in-law.
Oh, I didn't get a chance to play I didn't get a chance to play the countdown.
Oh.
Uh-oh, does that mean that we're going to
Gotta start it.
Hold on, I'm still trying to get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Do we want it locked? Do we want it? Do we want it? Do we want the countdown? Do you want the countdown? What do you think? Hold on.
James learned a thing, everyone. Look at it.
I think Jason did this for
Yes.
me. There went away.
We did it.
We did it, and I didn't know that it just automatically ends. Like, I didn't know that. So, hi, everybody. Let us know in the chat that you are here. We've got Light Lady. We've got Reba Jeter. We've got Jell. Who else is here tonight with us as we do our weekly improv show?
Hello, everyone. I'm so excited. James, I just got a mother-in-law.
I know.
Do you have any brothers-in-laws right now?
Yes. Unfortunately, I'm just kidding. Michael, if you are here, I love you, Michael Menard. My only brother-in-law. My other sister, Katie Lynn, not married, probably the smartest one of the three of us.
I'm just so excited for your mom. She's now got a full set. She's got a daughter-in-law, a son-in-law, and an other-in-law.
An other-in-law.
I'm so excited.
That we're going to call it an other-in-law?
I also accept child-in-law, but let's be honest. Like, other-in-law sounds like way more rolling off the tongue.
That's true. Because non-binary in-law, that's a law.
Yeah.
Speaking of non-binary in-law, you saw the Pennsylvania, how you can, that in Pennsylvania, you can now request non-binary as gender option on your ID.
Yes! I'm very excited about it. I think we should talk about it at our hangout because I have opinions, as always.
Oh, we are going to do that. So if you don't know, those of you who are tuning in, on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m., we do a hangout on our Twitch channel and Facebook page. So you just got to come to those to hear everything else. Hello, Susan. Welcome to the weekly He Said, They Said. Dang it. I was going to pause, but you were drinking and I wasn't sure. He said.
I heard they said.
Show. Improv show, not a chat. We're not going to talk at all. We're not talking to you, people. We're going to do some improv.
I'm talking a little bit to him, James.
We are? We're live right now? Did not know that.
I have a feeling you did, but.
Did know that. I did. I turned the music off, but I can turn it back on just slightly before we get into the show while other people start to low in. Our numbers keep climbing. We don't have custom emojis yet, Jell, because we need to get to 50 followers before we can start that process. And we are at, I don't know, somebody in the chat do exclamation point followers so we can see how many people are following. Z, he said.
They said.
Twitch channel. There you go. Look at that. 46. Four more years. Oh, wait. No.
Oh, I thought you meant about us. I was going to be really hurt, and then I realized you were making a political joke, and I am no longer offended.
Good. Please never be offended by me because I never intend to offend people, although I do on purpose all the time.
I have a personality that some would call hard to miss, and I offend people a lot.
I have a personality some people would say is hard to handle. It's really hard. It is really hard to get it right, for sure. It's hard to get it wrong.
So, everybody, I know that we normally do a He Said, They Said set, where we talk about rumors and gossip and stuff. And of course, we're going to get some gossip if you guys got some hot gossip for us. But I wanted to propose to James that we do
I'm already married, Dawn. I can't.
That's okay. I've never done a proposal anyway. So
convince my wife that I'm allowed to have multiple partners and we can talk. But you got to convince.
We also have to convince the state of Pennsylvania that family can then be married because you're like my brother and I feel like it's close enough. It's kind of weird. Anyway, especially now that I'm also have a mom-in-law that is also your mother. Almost like it's already happened. Anyway, I wanted to propose to James that we do something different for improv tonight. It is actually one of my favorite long-form improv games, and it is what I call Domino. It also is known as Reminds Me of That Time. And here is why. What I'd like to do for you guys is what we do best, which is awesome, fun, crazy characters. But instead of our typical set where we come back to those characters and do crazy things, what we're going to do is get inspiration from you. We're going to do a scene for as long as we feel like doing it. And then we're going to let that scene inspire the next scene. And then we're going to let that one inspire this one. And we're just going to keep going. We're just going to have fun with it. We're not going to go backwards. We're just going to keep going. And so think about it. Once you've seen a scene, we're going to break it and we're going to cover. And then in our heads, we're going, that reminds me of when, and then boom, next awesomeness.
Should I cover this week rather than just go out of the scene?
Well, I always enjoy your, but as I'm afraid you're going to injure yourself at some point, maybe we should just
I might cover. I was really thinking of getting a better thing to cover with, like a picture of the penis or something.
I have used awesome things like fabric napkins, and my favorite are the little holders for when you go to get stuff out of the oven, because they clip right on top and then they just slide.
Oh, I thought you were talking about a sock puppet.
Get you that too. We'll try all the things.
Okay, so we're going to do some improv. We're going to see how long this takes. Doesn't matter. Susan said they're out a walk with some neighbors, and Lauren actually asked if I had heard that Wayfair traffic people. Oh, is that the rumor? We're going to get into human trafficking. This is going to be our rumor.
It's going to be quite the inspiration, won't it?
I think that might be quite the inspiration.
I like it.
Don, have you heard of that conspiracy theory?
I did hear a rumor that Wayfair had either a picture of a child or something related to a child that had a child's name, and then it just happened to be something like $18,000 or $10,000 or some quantity that wouldn't make sense unless you were buying something quite valuable. And there you are, Light Lady. Cabinets that had children's names and were very expensive compared to what you would buy a cabinet for. Now, for a child, apparently not. But
I mean, I don't know how much the purchasing of a child is.
Right.
I've never looked into that market, the supply and demand market.
I mean, my first one was free and the other one was like $150, but it went to a good cause. So
that's right. It went to the Children's Miracle Network.
In a way, yeah.
All funds raised go to the Children's Miracle Network. So I mean, I guess we kind of have an inspiration. Don, do you want to just get into this improv show?
I'm super into it. I like it a lot. Thank you so much, Susan. We love you. I think we should get started. For you all, domino effect. All right, this way. Right, we're going to need you to go over there. Yeah, okay. All right, good. Oh, hi. Hello. Welcome. Oh, I know it's your first time out in the world. So we're just going to have you come nice and slow forward. Go ahead. All right. Now, wait. You're getting a little too excited there. Okay. Listen, you used crayon. That's creative. I like it. Tommy? All right, Tommy. Okay.
My name is Tommy.
Good. Well done, Tommy. All right. Now, in order for us to get you where you need to go, first we got to know where you're going. But that's not for me to know. That's for you to know. All right. Now, my name's Ben, and I'm here to help you out. All right.
Hi, Ben. I've never seen outside before.
Don't worry. We're going to get to that. It's going to be on stage 3. But right now, we're just teaching you how to walk. All right. So simple directions. In order to pass as a human, you're going to need to be able to follow directions. All right. So you're going to come forward. And then when I do one of these, you're going to go in the direction that I point.
I can do that.
Are you sure?
Ben, I can do that. I want to be a human. I don't want to be a robot no more.
I understand that. And it's really important. And I can see that you've done well in the emotional simulator. But we're going to need you to understand how to be a human. Do you think you got that?
I can be a human, yeah.
Now I can see that you, in fact, seem a little overwhelmed, and that's all right because you're only on level 1, and there's 387 modules you have to get through. All right?
387?
That's right. Now I know you have the computational knowledge to get there, but it's important that you'll understand this very basic rule.
I'm listening. I knew rule 1. I knew rule 1 is I've got to learn how to walk, and I've got to be able to go in this direction and that direction, and then I don't know anything else to that.
That's all right. There's certain parts in the world where we could just put you, and then you blend right in. That is where our training camp is anyway. All right? So don't worry. You're already doing good enough to pass in some places. All right?
Okay.
So just take a nice, deep atomization, also known as a breath. There you are. Don't you feel a little bit better? All right, now I'm going to go on break in about 30 seconds, all right? So before you leave, I'm going to need to tell you a few things about being human, all right?
Whoa, wait, Ben, you're not going to be with me all 387 steps?
Well, of course not. I'm just a direction bot. My job is to traffic incoming people, persons, into the direct boxes for the next module. That's all I do the entire time until I shut down for my lunch break, which is my only slice of actual types of humanity that I'm allowed.
Okay.
Oh, get my lunch break.
Tell me where to go. Which way do I go?
That was delicious. All right. Oh, it's you still. I would have thought you moved on by now. Well,
no, you pointed in both directions. I don't know if I need to go that way or that way.
That's all right, feller. You just come on this way, and then we're going to have you go over there. All right.
First day at American Airlines?
Yes.
I can tell. You're still happy to be working.
Yes.
For a big corporation. Well, I tell you what, be here for 2 years and you'll realize that all the benefits they tell you get, well, you don't get to cash in on them as often as you think you will.
Really? Oh my God. You know, I'm just so excited. I didn't have a job before this, and then all I did was pass this one test, rig another one, and then have a personality test that really wasn't that hard. I'm just really excited to get started.
Yeah, well, I was just like you 2 years ago when I started, all happy and excited to finally get a job and free flights and, no baggage fees, but they work you hard here.
Do they?
I only get to take maybe one flight a year. I was taking 2 flights a year before.
That's great. I've never flown before. Boy, is it going to be exciting to get up in the air and finally feel what it's like to fly. I've tried flying before. One time when I broke my leg. The other time I broke my hip. It's okay, though. Now I have a peg leg and new wings. I plan on starting again tomorrow.
You've never flown before and you applied to work at American Airlines?
That's right.
You fascinate me.
You fascinate me. I'm impressed that you've been here for 2 whole years and you seem to get a lot of flight time.
I've only been able to fly 4 times total in my 2 years.
4 whole times?
I thought taking this job would get me to travel a lot. Instead, all I get to do, which is our job, is load that luggage, and sometimes there's animals, and you get to pick them up and you put them in the bottom of the plane. That's our job.
That just sounds like the most exciting job ever.
Listen, Ted, it's not as good as it sounds. Sometimes it's real loud out there. And if you forget your earplugs, they don't give you replacement ones.
Oh, man. I guess I better hold on to them, huh?
You need to get yourself some allies and some friends here at American Airlines because, people, they don't look after each other here.
Oh, have you ever tried making friends with a suitcase before? I hear there's many of those, and I really feel like the air supply and the suitcases that you're holding, you and them could grow a really good relationship.
I'm going to tell you this right now, Ted. Don't get attached to the suitcases.
Well, it makes sense. We're picking them up and putting them in the box, and then we're putting them in the plane, and then we're sending them off and saying goodbye. It's almost like saying goodbye to a good friend every single time, just one after the other. I cannot believe that you are not nearly as excited as me to be a part of this job, and you've done it for 2 years.
You seem like you're excited to let friends go. You're excited?
Well, sometimes you have no choice, but it's good to be a part of someone's life, even if it's for a short term.
I don't agree with you.
That's okay, Phil. It's okay to disagree with your friends. In fact, having diverse opinions really diversifies your own mind and perspectives. Gee, Phil, I just cannot wait the fact that you are my supervisor and you and I are going to be in this for at least the next 4 months while my internship is going.
Ted, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to handle you for 4 months.
That's okay. I'm sometimes told I have a personality that's hard to handle, but that's all right. Everybody feels that way sometimes.
It's not that you have a personality that's hard to handle. It's that you remind me of my last...
Anne of Green Gables?
No, my last intern.
Oh, was it Anne of Green Gables?
It actually was.
You know, she is my biggest fan. And I'm her biggest fan. Isn't that funny?
Listen, you're a lot to handle,
We already covered that.
and I love it.
Oh, that's so nice.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
The last intern that we had, Anna Green Gables.
Hmm?
That was her full name. Anna Green was her maiden name. Gables was their married name.
That's really cool that she was married and all and decided to keep both. I appreciate a hyphen any day.
She got connected to one of those bags physically, emotionally, spiritually. Mainly physically is the part I'm worried about. And she went in that under part of the plane, the belly of the plane, the belly of the beast, as we call it here, and the give it baggage, put her honors.
Yeah. Isn't that a funny word, belly?
And we've never seen Anna Green Gables again.
Well, of course not. If she were still around, then I wouldn't be here.
So I don't want to get attached to you like I was attached to her, emotionally, spiritually, not physically.
That's all right. We'll have to hold the duct tape for another time.
Okay. Listen,
Yeah.
orientation's been fun, Ted, but I'm going to go on break and there's an Annie Ann's like that way.
Phil,
Yeah, Ted?
I just wanted to say I'm really, really happy that I made a friend today. It's not always, I'm not always lucky to make a friend on the first day, and it's just really cool that you're there to be supportive and just so positive.
Well, it's my job to accept you.
You're doing a great job. Enjoy Annie Ann's. Oh, can I come?
No.
The stocks are down again. Jeffrey, how could you let this happen?
It's all part of the plan.
You said that last quarter.
We
Jeffrey,
let it go down and then we can buy back the stocks. And then the stocks will go up and we'll all be rich.
Jeffrey, I don't know if I agree with all of your methods. You seem to have bizarre reasoning for all of the things that we choose to put money into and some of the things we choose to take money out of. Like last time when you proclaimed yourself appreciator of an Edison bulb and said I could not invest in Tesla. And now look what happened.
Listen. You hired me as the CFO, F standing for fine financier of this company. I promise that in time, things will be back and we will be richer than ever, Francine.
Jeffrey, this relationship has gone on for quite a long time, and I can't say I haven't appreciated it. It's just... Well, I don't know if I'd like you to be my CFO anymore.
Well, you don't have a choice because you signed a contract that said I could only be let go if I wasn't performing well. And we know that, Francine, I perform quite well.
Yes, well, specifically is not technically from in relation to your financial abilities. That has usually to do with the other things we use you for. And I just feel as though it's just not working.
Francine, if you let me go, who do you think is going to step into the CFFO position?
Well, you know that very positive bloke, Dottie.
Yes.
I just feel like we have a good vibe. And,
You and Dottie?
yes.
Dottie didn't even go to Harvard. She went to MIT.
Well, I mean, you didn't go to Harvard either.
Well, I know, but I didn't go to MIT.
That's true. That's true. But see, you understand. I understand that I love the blue and the white, but I'm feeling more of a nerdy chic lately, and I just don't know if I'd want you to continue on with us. But I do
Francine,
have.
what am I going to do? Francine, what am I going to do? You must have found me another position within the company.
Well, of course I have. I'm not entirely an idiot, and I understand that part of your contractual obligations mean that you, in fact, have to continue on with us. But I just don't think you'll be a part of the CFFO. I think I've Well, I think that you can continue to be our dog groomer.
Dog groomer?
Yes.
You know that I'm allergic to animal dander. All animal dander.
Well, listen, if you can't perform the task of your job, then there's only one, we have to dismiss you.
You are going to put me in a room with the animals and their dander?
Yes, I mean, if you think about it, all of your negotiations with all of our investors, it's not quite different. I mean, you just simply take clippers to them instead.
Clippers?
Yes, the little fuzzy things.
You're going to relegate me to the dog grooming position? You, after these years of us partners together, buying back stock?
Yes, well, Jeffrey, that's the problem with this stock, is you told me that I was to avoid Tesla, and then because of some bizarre thing about your passion for northern hemispheres, I wasn't allowed to invest in anything that was southern American or any southern thing, so I couldn't invest in Amazon. And then there was this other bizarre thing where I wasn't allowed to even think about doing Netflix because you thought the name was confusing and it made no sense.
When it started, it was on. There wasn't no net part.
Yes, I know.
Please, it should have been Netflix. And
Listen,
those Southern American companies like Amazon, you can't buy into those. And you know for a fact that oranges are compared to apples, so we don't buy Apple stock either. But there's a couple penny stocks that I think we can get into this company's portfolio. I've got new plans, Francine. Just don't make me go to the dog groomer.
Jeffrey, go ahead. What is your... I know I'm going to forget this. What is your plan? Go ahead.
I have some word on the street.
Yes?
Enron is coming back.
Enron.
I heard Enron is coming back. And GoPro. Those little cameras. That's the plan.
Yep. Right. Jeffrey.
Francine.
Because of you, we have, some very good things in this company. We have the softest hands because your handmade lotion is beyond compare.
It's all natural.
Yes. And speaking of all natural, your organic clothing and food line, as in clothing that can be eaten, was truly...
What if you're stuck in the Amazon? You need
yes,
food. They don't grow food in the jungle.
Yes, I know. Just like last time where we couldn't invest in Lowe's because wood didn't grow on trees. Yes, I know.
Here is my.
Not weathered wood.
Yes. Well, I think I'm going to go with Dottie. But due to your creative outlook,
Outhouses.
yes, they have been. Your outhouse idea was fully phenomenal, and truly, I've never been to a porta potty that wasn't glamorous like yours, and I think that
They're called an outhouse, and there's not even a bedroom.
I know.
What house doesn't have a bedroom?
I know, and now yours do, and it's certainly a convenience to, if you need to use the restroom or nap, you can do it in the same place. And you thought of that. And I want you to understand that I believe you are a creative person who will do fine with whatever you pursue. I just don't think it's going to be as my CFFO.
Well, fine. I decline the offer to be the dog groomer, and I will find employment with someone else.
All right. You're taking this so well.
You don't know the cocktail I've made myself.
Oh, well, as you know, I'm on my 4th martini, so I can give you one of mine if you'd like.
Oh no, the one I have has many pills crushed up in them.
Oh, did you go with your Advan and benzodiazepine cocktail? I certainly love that one.
I also have some Benadryl because the dogs are bothering.
Well, I think you should reconsider that grooming idea.
Goodbye, Francine.
Bye, Jeffrey. I wish you well.
Hey there, just you can leave her with us, or you can come back. With the COVID-19 thing, you're just not allowed to wait with your dog anymore at the vet.
All right.
Listen, it's not my fault. The governor's been shutting everything down, and they was like, the only way you can keep this vet business up and running is if you follow all these guidelines. And I'm like, as a veterinarian, you don't even know the number of guidelines we've already got to follow. We've got to clean the tables after a dog shits on it.
I heard that. It sounds really messy, though.
Well, it is. And we already cleaned it. It's not like we needed that regulation, but the government says we got to do these things. And now there's more. And one of them is you're not allowed to wait while your little doggy gets their nails clipped and gets their little squirt in their mouth of the vaccines. So you got to wait outside.
Well, I mean, Jose's really a support dog.
Listen, it's not my fault Governor Wolf or Dictator Wolf, whatever you want to call him, is making these rules. So I'm going to have to take Jose from you. Pat. And when I'm done with Jose, assuming he's alive, I'll call you and I'll bring him back out to your tractor.
Listen, I don't know if I can part with Jose. I mean, I got like 6 more fields to plow, and I was just gonna come in. We were gonna do it, and then I was gonna leave. We were just gonna take the rest of it, and I can't ride on my tractor without Jose.
Listen, Pat, I don't know what to tell you. I don't want to be shut down again by the governor, so I've got to be abiding by these regulations that are happening because of COVID-19. And one of them is you're not allowed to come into the veterinarian office. Look, I got 18 dogs that's been waiting for them nails clipped. Look outside. Look, all these people's waiting. I've had to have this conversation with everybody in this small town, and I haven't gotten around to doing anything with the animals. I got my vet's tech inside. She's just sitting there being like answering the phone, taking some medicines for flea orders.
Wait,
and I do my job. You know what? Governor Wolf don't let no one do them job.
What are those dogs doing over there?
Oh, they humping each other because they're trying to find dominance. Listen, there's lots of knowledge you got to know to be a veterinarian.
I'm sorry. Jose is an omega pet. He doesn't do well with alphas or even betas. He's just, I mean, he doesn't do well with that, and I can't do it to him. I can't.
Well,
You're just gonna have to clip the nails here.
in the parking lot, look, use 19th in the queue. You're 19th in the queue.
Yeah.
And so I got to do the 18 other dogs first. One of them's the teeth cleaning, and that takes hours. So listen, if you want to go down to Petco, and we know that's not where the good pets go, you can take them there. But today I'm just backed up, Pat. I'm just backed up, Pat.
I thought a lot of things, all right? And one of them is that when we voted for Trump, that it would mean that we would have all these awesome things happening, and then that we could live our lives as proud Americans. And I, for one, need my emotional support dog. Because you don't understand, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. There's a thing going around that everybody seems to have.
Yeah, well, supposedly, I don't know nobody that has it, and the only ones I do know that has it's dead. So, like, is it?
I don't know. And I didn't vote for Wolf, and so I don't think we should have to follow his rules.
Well, listen, I tried to not follow the rules of the government, and they sent one of them liberals down here and said, listen, we can shut you down. And so they did for a day. And you know how many animals in this town need to get them nails clipped and them vaccines administered and, put down in a humane way?
Exactly 19 of them.
Yeah.
Why am I the last one?
Well, you're the one that showed up at noon when I opened up at 9 a.m. Not my fault you have a drinking problem.
Well, it's not my fault you only open up your clinic once a year. And now you got all these regulations.
Listen. I have lots of different jobs. You know that I'm the town's only veterinarian. I'm the town's only funeral arranger. And I'm the only person in this town who can read good.
I know.
So I've got to do a lot. And this is the day that we do the nails.
If I leave Jose with you.
Yeah.
Next week, when you're supposed to look at that hernia I have.
Yeah.
I want that bumped up to Tuesday.
Listen, I only do hernias on the third Wednesday in June.
Well, I only plow field twice a week, and if you want your fields plowed, I recommend you look at my hernia. It's bleeding real bad, and it hurts like a son of a gun. I can't even sit down right. That's why I need Jose. I just sit on him half the time with the tractor.
My fields needs plowed. I've been growing that corn for my barley business.
I know. You only own brewery.
I only brew beer on the fourth Wednesday in June, and I gotta get the corn and barley before them.
I'm just saying. Jose goes with you, but hernia, Tuesday.
Fine. I'll take Jose and I'll bump him up because I'm not going to lie. A couple of the cats that are in there, they're probably dead and don't need them nails did.
I'm pretty sure number 17 and 16 are about to go anyway, but Jose, you listen to me, all right? You be good. We'll see each other soon, all right?
Give me Jose.
I'm going to get myself clipped. It's all going to be all right, buddy.
Give me Jose so I can get to work, and I'll see you for your hernia on Tuesday.
All right, buddy. All right. At least being able to drive is something we can do. We can't really go anywhere, but a drive is a drive. And, as my son, I feel like we really should get to know each other a bit.
Why should you start now?
Xavier, we've talked about this now. We have to use our iMessages.
I go by X.
X.
Thank you.
I find it really rewarding to bond with my son. All right, now you try.
I find it really annoying when my father, who left the family, decides that they need to come back and bond with their son.
We've already talked about this, X. I had to come back because technically this was my legal place of residence. And with the shutdown, I had to be here. I would leave you if I could.
It's just that I could have used a father figure in my life for the last 15 years. So, coming back now is not even worth it to me.
I get it. I totally understand you. I do. Lord knows I didn't even have a father. And after we had you, I thought to myself, man, that was a lot of money. So I decided to go out and find some more. And went to Vegas, made it real rich, and sort of never left because it's kind of a win some, lose some kind of gig,
Yeah, well, family is not like that, Dad.
Well, I'm hoping in this time together while we continue to drive around this block that you'll tell me what family's all about. I'm willing to learn from you, son.
You're going to learn from me?
Well, sure.
I don't think I should be the one to be teaching you about family.
Well, you're the one who has one. You got your mom and your dog. What's that dog's name again?
Penelope.
Penelope. That's a good name. You named it right after your mother. That is so kind, If I was named after a dog, I'd be...
No, Mom named it.
All right, well...
You know how weird Mom is. Yeah. She named the dog Penelope after herself.
Yeah, well, she was known for naming everything Penelope. I'm saying everything. You'd be surprised what she'd surprise you with saying, "Oh, look, Penelope," and you're thinking, "What are you talking about? That's my..." Never mind.
I know you're talking about your penis, Dad.
You are.
Know that. Listen, I have heard Mom with so many men, and she calls all their penises Penelope.
Yeah.
She calls them their pen pal.
Yeah, I remember those times. Oh, those were some good times, I will say though, if we're gonna be stuck in this quarantine together, I feel like I should know at least a little more about you, After all, we're sharing the same bedroom when we get home. That is what you call it, right? Home? That's nice.
People say home is where the heart is, and my heart is at school. So that's the only place that I feel loved.
My heart is about 2 blocks down the strip in front of a nice, ginormous volcano-like thing that shoots off every so hours. So exciting. So riveting. I always wanted to go to someplace exotic, and it's kind of the same thing.
Why didn't you ever write? Why didn't you ever, let me go to Vegas with you or want to hang out with your son? I starred in a musical.
You started a musical?
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
I was in the junior high production of Jersey Boys.
When we first had you, You screamed so high I thought my teeth were going to shatter. And I remember her saying that boy's falsetto is unlike any other, you know? And so I can only imagine you and Jersey boys, you probably have a nice range on you, you know?
Yeah, I'm the only male in our high school that can do both baritone and falsetto.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can get deep like a bass.
Really? What does that sound like? My goodness, that's amazing.
Yeah, well, there's lots of amazing things about me, Dad. And you don't know any of them because you've been too busy, like hanging out at the Palazzo.
Yeah.
Money at Bellagio.
Yeah.
We're not even Italian.
I know, but they've got the best cannolis there. Have you ever tried their cannolis? And I'll tell you, at the one place...
I haven't tried cannolis, Dad, because you never sent me any money. You never invited me to go to Vegas and go to the Palazzo or the Bellagio with you. Instead, I've been stuck here in Belfont for 16 years of my life without a father.
I could see that I've upset you somehow. And,
You can? Well, it's the first thing you've noticed about me in 16 years.
That and your lovely bass voice, which it's pretty great. Should I say something? You know, son, if you are interested, we could always take this thing on the road. You know, I'm pretty sure your talents and my ability to manage money sometimes is bound to get us lucky somewhere. And shoot, Vegas is always looking for new acts.
Go on.
Well, I know we've just been driving straight this whole time, and thank goodness with Belfont, they're all kind of these windy roads that sort of go nowhere. But, you know, we could just make this a left turn and get on 80 and just go. You and me, father and son, doing it together. Having those bonding moments, you know? Your mother could sure use a pen pal.
Dearest Joan, I write to you today realizing that I've messed up.
You bet you better messed up. Mm-hmm.
I should have never had coitus with the maid.
No shit. No shit.
Never laid down with the other maid.
Oh my God. All right. I'm
had a fingering session with the veterinarian. But I'm coming clean, and I hope you accept this letter as an apology. Signed, Larry.
Oh, okay. Larry. That is so nice of you, Larry. Doing paper? Fine, I'll do paper. Mm-hmm. Dear Larry. Okay. You fucking fingered the god. Hold on.
Oh, something was erased.
It's good to hear from you. I hope 5th grade is going well. Our times in 3rd grade were really great. And I hope that homeroom is spectacular. My time at the orphanage is so-so. Personally, I can't stand half the people, and I always wondered why I didn't like that maid, and, well, you can't always pick your first. But I guess you'd have to be it. Signed, Martha.
Martha, I'm sorry this letter was meant for your mother, Joan. My son was not the one Figuring the veterinarian. That was me, Larry Sr. I should have signed that correctly, Martha. I am so sorry that you opened this. Please give the past letter to your mother, Joan. Signed, Larry Sr.
What am I supposed to say? You want me to write all that? Okay. Dear Mr. Seinfeld, please disregard what I had said about your son. It is personal, and I meant that he was my first Foursquare player. Also, my mom says to tell you she says to tell you that you are the biggest piece of shit, and she hopes you die. If you could please forward this letter to your son. It's a smiley face with a heart. He'll know what it means.
Dearest Martha.
Does he mean you or me? I don't.
If you're unsure who this is for, I clearly said Martha, which is the child. Period.
We have the same name. It's really confusing.
Your mother's name is Joan. I've called your mother Joan ever since we met. I know her given name is Martha, but I call her Joan because I make her moan.
I'm glad we ironed that out. Okay.
Tell your mother her wish is her her wish. Cross that off. I can't speak right now.
It's weird
Tell
because
your mother that her wish is my command. I'm not sure that's the way to say that, but I'm sticking with it now. If she wants me no longer in her life, that is fine, but that means my son, Larry Jr., is no longer in your life, Martha. Period. I am sending him to military school in Bangladesh. Signed, Larry Seinfeld, Sr.
Mom, I feel like we were really connected. Okay, but I love you! Bangladesh is so cool, man! Oh my god! This is like the best, babe. Honeymoon, am I right? Come on! Are you getting the stomach cramps again? Is it the hot dog? Because you had like 2 on the plane, and I was like, babe, do not eat that hot dog. You know what happened last time. And then you like did anyway, so is it like that time?
No, Terry.
Okay.
Terry,
Cool.
the thing I wanted to go somewhere exotic. I
Yeah.
told her, like, hey, our honeymoon, I want to go to a beach. I want to go, Tahiti,
Yeah.
maybe Fiji. I'd even take Miami. But no, you're like, let's go and be adventurous. So now we have a fucking cottage in Bangladesh. And look, I love the countries surrounding Bangladesh.
Yeah.
I love this awesome mountain range.
Yeah.
One time in 9th grade, as part of Model UN, I was Bhutan, and their flag's really cool.
I didn't know that about you. Oh my God. It's like this marriage thing is I'm just learning so many new things. But okay, listen, babe, listen. You can't be too
Terry?
mad at me. We've only known each other for like 3 weeks. How was I supposed to know all that yet? But it's
Terry?
so great.
Terry, you
Babe.
married me, and we agreed to get married because you needed health insurance. And I gave you one job in this early marriage. I planned everything else. I got us down to the courthouse, and I said, listen, Terry, listen, babe, here's $15,000. Plan us a good honeymoon, because I thought, you know what? Maybe this little dipshit Terry that I'm trying to be nice to, because my mother says I need to get married in order to climb the corporate ladder, could plan one nice thing for us. And Terry, I'm not too happy to land blindfolded in Bangladesh.
I can see that now. It's just that, like, man, hot dogs make you mean.
It has nothing to do with the hot dog, Terry. The issue is that you don't listen to me. You don't listen to my needs, and it's only been 3 weeks. I asked for one thing, Terry. You think this is adventurous to come to Bangladesh?
It is adventurous. Look, listen, it's a find yourself package, okay? What we do is we go to this cottage, okay? And then what we're supposed to do is just leave all of our personal belongings behind. And then we're just going to spend the next month together, and we're going to meditate, and we're just going to look inward, and we're going to find ourselves, and it's going to be really cool. I thought you'd be like really into like going on that spiritual journey with me.
The last time I meditated was not a good experience.
What do you mean? When you last meditated, we were in yoga together. That's how we met.
Exactly. But fine. Terry, I will go on the spiritual journey with you.
Thank you.
But just know that if things get real, there's going to be a lot of baggage that's going to be opened up about me, my family, and my past.
That's okay, because as we talked about, I'm here to support you. I am your husband, and we're gonna get through this. And
Terry, I've murdered orphans.
Okay.
I didn't have to. I did it for pleasure.
Okay. I'm not going to judge you for your kinks. I'm sorry I missed that.
You're sorry you missed that part of my life?
No, I missed that what you said. Sorry, my earphones are on. Go ahead.
I said I murdered orphans for pleasure.
And that's a kink that I'll have to accept. Everyone's got weird kinks. I like this thing where I use the lavender Epsom salts. I don't like regular ones. Do I know why? No. But if you can forgive me for that, I can forgive you for your things.
Lavender Epsom salts?
Yeah. They really, really, really help bring me to a nice level of calm.
Okay, fine. I just wanted to make it clear, Terry, that that's an old me.
Get it. I get it.
So you don't have to accept that. You just have to accept not to tell anybody that the Omaha orphan murders were me.
Get it. Get it. I want to talk about something though, because the first part of this journey is accepting things that are not okay. And I think you need to understand that when you eat hot dogs, you're not the same person. So, starting today, I think we should go on a plant-based diet.
Hot dogs are the only thing that make me not murder orphans.
I got a different kind of hot dog-like thing we could use.
Ooh.
It is our honeymoon.
Thank you, parents of Elmdale High. Welcome to this year's virtual rendition of Annie. We know how awful it is to come to a high school musical in person. This is gonna be worse. You're gonna be watching all of these awful singing children, but now on Zoom. And you're all in the Zoom room with them. So please keep your cameras and especially your microphones muted. The children can hear you when you make fun of them, especially when you make fun of Tommy. We all know Tommy stutters, but we are very accepting here of all people in the Elmdale High School / middle school, because we're a small suburban town musical theater class. So, without further ado, let's start the musical. Okay, just let me make sure I'm muted here.
Do I go on now? Is it me? Do I?
Yeah.
Is it? I go on?
Go. You're Annie. Go.
Okay. Like now.
Go.
They can see me.
Welcome, parents. We are sorry we have a little bit of a technical difficulty. As you can see, the moron high school students that are trying to put on a musical don't understand what to do. So we'll be starting in a moment. Yes, go on now, damn it. I did not get paid enough, and this was not my plan. Go.
I feel like you're not respecting my boundaries, okay? I have to get warmed up. We haven't even warmed up. And now you're trying to tell me that I have to go be Annie?
You have known about being Annie since before this goddamn shutdown. We practiced in person since January, the start of the semester.
I know, but when they told us the faculty was going to get involved in doing Annie, I didn't realize I was going to be Annie. I think this is a little embarrassing, don't you?
We can't trust the high school students to do anything. So
I'm aware. But don't you think that a 64-year-old woman going online on there as Annie would be a little ridiculous?
Sorry, parents of Elmdale High School students. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties. You know how that happens. I'm sure you've all been working from home and been on those meetings of Zoom where just things don't go well. So we're just waiting on getting started here. So please don't turn that channel. That's not really a channel. It's a Zoom room and we can see all of you that are here. And remember, if you're not here, your child doesn't get to have recess next year. And yes, we do have recess at this high school because we're a small suburban town. Listen, you will not get promoted.
Okay, fine.
You're muted. You couldn't be any. You're muted. You couldn't be more muted. You couldn't be more muted.
Okay, I'm going to call this council meeting to order. Okay, we're going to do roll call. We need, all right, I'm going to go down this. We need Councilwoman Hogle.
Present.
Councilman Chen.
Councilperson Fred. Councilperson Fred. I'm
Please,
the only one here.
Please call me Council President Fred.
Council President Fred, I'm the only one here, so we can just start meeting.
We don't have quorum. Councilman Hogle, we don't have quorum.
I get it, but as you know, during the pandemic, we don't really have to do those kind of things. We have to adapt. Remember, adapting is good.
Listen, we're not allowed to make any sort of any sort of policies and any sort of rules or ordinances or anything like that if we don't have a quorum.
I get it, but we're human, right? We're not robots. So we need to adapt with change, or else we're all going to just go crazy, all right? So I know that you have rules, but I'm going to need you to speed it up.
Listen, as the president of this, as the president of this township, I took an oath. I took an oath to become the president of this township, and I would uphold that oath and all the ordinances that have come before.
Okay. All right.
And we need to have a quorum. We need 3 people. We need 3 people out of the 5 of us on this township in order to have a real meeting. So I guess the minutes aren't going to be valid.
Go ahead.
I'm just telling you that without a third person, we're not going to be able to have those meetings. So this is now just officially a hangout.
Well, okay. If you would have sent the link to more people than just me, we would have been able to have it.
I sent the link to just you?
Yes, you send the link to just me, just like you do every week. And then we have to be here. You have to go through roll call, all for us to not get anything done. It's been 4 months of pandemic, and we have yet to pass anything or react. Everyone's still being active, except we are stuck. So if you could just...
Why hasn't anybody told me that I've only been sending the link to one person this whole time? I keep pressing reply all.
I've told you so many times. And just because you reject my saying, because I didn't follow the rules and I can't second my own opinion because you won't let me, because there's only one other person and that's me or you, I can't help the fact that you can't seem to get that.
Councilperson Hogle, your time has expired. Please yield the time to the chair.
I yield the time to the chair.
Okay. I am the chair, and since there's no quorum, we're going to have to end this meeting, and we'll be back next week.
Okay.
And scene. Since it's past 9 o'clock. Yay!
I hope you guys enjoyed that. I had fun. Thank you, James Tierney, for going on that adventure with me.
Great. Oh, hello. We have lots of people in the chat. You kept watching my pupils dilate? Did my pupils keep...
Every time you looked up, your pupils would... Yeah, because you were looking down at the screen, and then you would look up at the camera. Yeah.
Well, I was trying to look all around. But that would be right, because there's a light over there, so they probably... Yes. And then over here, they're not.
Yes.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Niche. Did we agree that we know who Niche is? I believe we know who Niche is.
Yeah.
Niche said some very nice things. Oh, I just pressed the button.
Really? I have to go back and check it out.
Niche said some very nice things. Let's play a little bit of music in the background. How does that sound?
Yeah. Sounds like a plan.
Some of this stuff.
Everybody, thank you so very, very much for watching us. We really appreciate it. We are They Said.
He said.
And I just wanted to try that out.
Rich said some very nasty things, so don't scroll up. That's what they said. Niche did want Terry to throw someone off the.
Babe. Babe was your name. I didn't want to give you a name. I gave you Babe. Just a pet name.
But I believe they said something like, "This is why I can't do improv." I thought there was some nice stuff. Maybe suffocate him, Terry. Yeah, that was kind of mean. Nasally Rich is a mean person.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Was I nasally Rich?
No, remember Rich had a sinus thing last night? So he's nasally.
Yeah, that's true.
I hope your allergies are better and that you don't secretly have COVID. Love you.
I hope not. I hope I don't have COVID. I don't think I do.
I hope you don't either. I hope that none of you have COVID.
Maybe if our state was better with testing, we would know.
Well, this sounds like something we should talk about in our Hangouts. Or we should give people the breather from Hangouts and instead just keep talking about your penis.
No, Dawn. Why don't you tell everybody? First of all, if you are not following He Said, They Said on Twitch yet, please press that follow button because we're only 4 away from 50. And my goal is to make sure we get to
50 by our hangout on Tuesday. Because, Dawn, tell the folks about what we do on Tuesdays at 8 p.m.
On Tuesdays at 8 p.m., you get to hang out with this guy, and we just chill, and we talk about all kinds of topics. We get down to the ooey-gooey with the lovey-dovey. You name it, we talk about it. Rainbows, attitude, join us. All right? 8 o'clock, you follow us. You be dedicated followers. We give out loyalty points, which are going to be for awesome things, and we're constantly bringing in things, showing, and we're going to be talking about swag and all kinds of fun stuff. So come and join us Tuesdays, 8, right here.
And also, don't forget, My Pride Store is an amazing Etsy store, an LGBTQ owned and ran Etsy store that you can get some really cool things, like a pride flag that you see right here. And the owner, Andrea, has offered us, and by us, I mean anybody in the He Said, They Said family, which you all are, 10% off your order by just clicking that link above. And it doesn't support us at all. So this is no sort of kickback, no sort of sponsorship or anything. I just personally had a great experience, and they were nice enough to hang out. So this completely goes to help out the store. Mm-hmm. And we should be helping out LGBTQ owned and operated businesses. So please do that. 10% off if you're looking for a flag, if you're looking for a cool shirt, anything like that. Please support My Pride Store.
Yeah. All right, guys. I don't have anything else to add. Do you have anything else to add?
Nope.
All right, guys. You're wonderful. We love you. Have an awesome night.
Awesome night, everybody. We'll see you on Tuesday.